Welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Romano. This year is going to be a bumpy ride, and it seems like the markets really tanked this week. I'm actually very happy because I entered a number of trades in March of 2022, around the 16th and the 17th and so forth. And I continued to enter in on the markets because I knew the markets were going to tank. Now, of course, I was entering the markets on a short side. So as I kept entering the markets, the price of a put kept going down and down and down. And that's what you want. So when you enter in on a trade for a short trade, you always have to wait until the market goes up so that you get a better price on your puts. However, the markets didn't stop going up until last week, which was really, really scary, because at a certain point, you know, your account looks very bad, but that's okay. Now, I guess 3 weeks later or so, but everything looks really good now. So the SPX is now down to where all of my trades are green. And now they're really making money. I think 100 points, I would be happy with it. It already did, actually. However, this week, when the government makes announcements, they're doing those announcements to prop up the markets and to stabilize the markets. That also affects my trade when I'm in it because it goes up, goes in the opposite direction. But the markets are approaching a very, very, very scary point. And that's the monthly low or the 3-month low. I'm not going to discuss what that number is. You could take a look on the chart for the SPX. And so it's getting very close to that. If it doesn't go up, and there's no good news for it to go up, because our economy is very bad now, because of the escalating oil prices, escalating commodity prices, escalating real estate prices for goods and services, for everything, has gone up so much, you have to say to yourself, well, when is it going to stop? Well, that bubble is here now. So I believe that the SPX will go lower than it has been for this year so far. And then I will close my positions by buying back those puts, and I'll make a profit. Part of trading is not trading with the news. You have to focus on your strategy, what you're happy with, and believe in it. It takes a lot of courage to trade. And of course, some people's stomach, like mine, doesn't like it. Especially when the market keeps going up and I have to keep getting into more positions. But the outcome is that when you do an analysis of the markets and what's going on, you will have a greater sense and a greater picture of what's going to happen in the future. Unfortunately, I'm not psychic, and I wish I was. But I know how to look at certain indicators that are out there, that are also offered to you, and put them into the big picture. Those indicators tell me it's not good. Secondly, I do follow a number of hedge fund returns and a number of hedge funds between 10 and 12 that I've included in my hypothetical hedge fund portfolio called the Funds of Funds. And, you know, part of being a doctor of hedge fund selection or a doctor of finance, I pick really good hedge funds because that's my specialty. However, almost all of those hedge funds are doing really bad the first quarter. And you have to say to yourself, why is that? Because these hedge funds have done really good in all types of markets. But this first quarter, it almost looks like this is the beginning of a stock market collapse. Honestly, it doesn't look good. Those guys that are trading need a direction of the markets. And right now, what's happening is that there's a lot of money being moved around. Okay, so there's so many different types of strategies out there. Whether you're Warren Buffett, that you're trading on a decade worth of information and he holds on to stocks for a long time, or if you just you day trade, or you're trading some sort of your whatever it is. Those people are having to close out their positions and either take their profits or losses. And that's what we're seeing, that the market's getting very volatile. And so if those 10 hedge funds, 8 actually, are negative for the first quarter, there's big problems out there. And so you have to question, well, if the hedge fund community is having problems right now, then what's the investment bank industry doing? Do you think those guys on the trading floor are more capable than hedge fund managers? The answer to that is so obvious, and that's no. Because if they were so capable, they would go out on their own and start their own hedge fund. So if my hypothetical hedge fund portfolio is doing pretty badly the first quarter of 2022, then you could imagine what the investment bank's portfolios look like. This is going to be a very bad year. Hedge funds that I selected in my hypothetical portfolio, they will do good at the end of the year, because it only takes 1 quarter for them to make back whatever they lost. But that's not going to happen until we have some sort of direction of the markets. Now, yes, there are strategies out there that people could trade sideways and do really well with that. Some of the hedge funds I selected do really well with that. But the problem is that the market's going up and down too much, and they're having to hit their stops. And so that's what causes them to lose money. So in this case, my conclusion is that I would say in the next couple of weeks, you're going to hear the investment banks are in a bad situation. That's all I'm saying. And that's my analysis for the market today. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to subscribe to my channel. That will really help me, since I do this for free. And please remember to do thumbs up so that other people get to watch this video. And please remember to share my video with at least 5 people. And finally, I will make future videos just for you if you send me questions to the live chat. Thank you so much for watching.